Chris, we all set to start, or? Okay, all right. I'd like to call the meeting to order. It's 7:30, the Inland Wetlands Agency of the Town of Woodbridge. It is November 15th, 2023. First item on the agenda, Old Stone Properties LLC, 144 Ford Road, modification of site plan for residential site development of lot. Chris, is there anybody going to be here? Oh, are you here for that one? Okay.
Yes, that's fine.
You want to come up and just sign in? So. Yeah, and just sign that form. I mean, Chris will know, but just sign it anyway, so. Okay, well, just summarize just what you're looking to do here.
We're looking to
Mm-hmm.
we did some research on the property before we bought it, saying, we did some research on the property before we bought it, seeing as it had like potential for the town of Woodbridge. And we tried to modify the plans a little bit from what was previously accepted here at your, the town. But it was just a matter of like a garage being straightened, being crooked, so I don't know how it would.
So basically, just change a little bit of the layout from the old
It's
permit.
changing the layout, but because you approved it, it's
Yeah.
good for you.
Okay. And there's nothing within 100 feet of the wetlands from what I see, right? That's,
I don't believe so.
it looks like you're beyond the upland review area, so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, all right. I don't know, does anybody have any questions? This sounds like something you could just delegate to Chris to finalize.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Stephen.
Yeah, thank you. I couldn't see from anything that we received that this property was previously permitted.
Yes,
Well, it was, yeah.
we transferred the permit to them a month or two back. So they got the permit from the prior owners.
Yeah, and what was approved was probably just a box on the, you know.
No, it was a site-specific
It was,
thing.
it was,
Yeah.
okay, all right. Is there, as far as differences from the original permit, just
There's
moving?
really, I think it's more just the garage being flipped.
Yes, the garage in the original site plan was at an angle, at about almost a 45-degree angle at one point, and then the architect just made it
Straight.
parallel with the rest of the house.
Yeah, you got a tight lot because of 2 front yards, so you're working with a limited area there, yeah.
So, may I continue?
Sure, yeah, go ahead.
So, when was this approved by this commission?
Maybe 2 years ago?
Yeah, it's been a while.
So, yeah, so I have no memory of it at all, but, so I thought because it was nothing that I received that suggested to me that this property had been previously approved, I don't know what that, how that affects tonight, us going forward, because there's a change, but, so I went online and I checked the aerial of the property and I was a little surprised, I saw just from the street view online, what appeared to be ferns and other plants that are wetland species in areas on the property that do not appear to be flagged as wetlands. And I get that, I guess, but I thought there might be, if there was some opportunity to site inspect the property. So there were 2 areas that along Ford Road, not far from the head wall, that I wondered why there's no indication that any of that area might come under our jurisdiction, whether it's the wetlands or drainage swale or something like that. So, because I saw some of these features online, so I'm a little surprised to hear that the property had previously been approved, but I'm pleased that there's a change that's come before us anew.
2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, all right, so,
It was originally part of a subdivision that got approved by this commission, and then it came back as an individual lot about 2 years ago.
and so I am complimentary of the applicant for producing the logs, the boring logs of the wetland scientist, because there's some, I have a question or so about it, but it identifies the area that's noted on the map as a wetland as actually being a vernal pool, which is a different type of wetland area that can require different levels of protections. So I see things happening on this plan that, might not necessarily affect any development opportunity, but so those, I've highlighted a few things. I saw some areas where that could be wetlands that might require protection from the commission. I see that the wetland on the map is a vernal pool, which may change things with respect to an upland review area. This property looked a lot like that property. I wasn't on the commission when it was approved, but I live near it off of Crestview, the property way at the end of that road there, like 15 something. It's on a cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
Meadowcrest, that's the name, yeah. So those are my thoughts. I don't know if maybe seeing is believing if we could get out there. I don't want to, of course, waste the commission's resources. But, however, at least from what I saw online, there might be some basis to take a look and see, make sure that the map corresponds with the actual conditions out there. And if the wetland scientists could join us, that could speed things and answer any questions we might have. Those are my thoughts.
Yeah, now it's coming back to me about that vernal pool discussion. There was a little controversy as to really whether it was a vernal pool when we approved the subdivision.
The original subdivision approval, or the original lot line approval, you've got a fence that's going along
Yeah.
with markers that are going in to, keep development from there.
Yeah, I noticed the fence there, yeah. I guess the only other question I had was, the head wall that crosses Ford Road, is that swale existing now, or is it something new that's gonna be put in with the construction? You don't know?
I'm not quite
Okay,
sure,
all right,
honestly.
It did look, if I could answer that, Bob, it did look, if you were to track it online, the street view, like say you were interested in the property, the camera does an okay job of looking up close, and it does look like there's a bit of a drop-off near the head wall, such that there could be some type of a swale, let's say, and maybe as much as an intermittent water course that courses along the Ford frontage.
Yeah, and again, going from memory from long ago, my thought is that the swale is probably going to be constructed that runs along the edge of the property, but, the head wall's already there from what I remember from years ago.
Yeah, you could see the top.
Yeah.
But, so the reason we're talking about this, Bob, is because there may be some need to culvert the driveway across this, what may be a swale across the front.
Well, the swale's on the side of the property. I guess, since the only change from what we've already approved is the angle of the garage, I'm not really inclined to go back to square one on this thing, because they could just build this tomorrow if they wanted to. If they just put the garage at the same angle that it was on the original application. So I don't know, I hate to revisit things completely, that we've already approved, basically. I don't know, I'm open to anybody else's suggestions.
Well,
Do you want me to
I
go
don't have a
downstairs
problem.
and get the permit that was original? that you-
Yeah, maybe, if you don't mind, you want me to go down and get it, Chris, or?
No.
I don't want you to have to.
Yeah,
You want me
and
to retain anymore?
No.
No.
Yeah, you're doing great getting around.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I hate to throw that proverbial monkey wrench into the works. And I'm not sure I am, I guess, but maybe the points I'm making are academic points with respect to it.
However, is valid. They can build per the original permit. And
Yeah, I
now
just wanna
straightening
see-
up the
Yeah, I
garage.
wanna see.
I just want to compare how it was when the original plan was approved. But, But Chris, Chris will be back up with it.
Yeah. Right, because we don't even have anything in the record that supports any statement about what the change between this plan and the prior plan is.
Yeah.
So we're just being thorough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chris should be up in just a minute, so.
Yeah, no worries.
Is it your position that the only difference between this November 2003 map and the prior map, what is the change between the prior approval, let's say, and this proposal?
The only differences that I saw were like the garage, which was the main point of contention between us and the company. And everybody wanted the garage to be straight and parallel with the rest of the house. And it would make the house more appealing as a.
And is that the only change?
And the other thing I think was that the back deck was made a little bit smaller than what the original plan was. But the other footprint of the house, everything else changed, everything stayed the same.
Thank you.
All of the barriers and what was approved on the previous site plan, everything stayed the same.
Thanks.
Well, it's pretty close, pretty clear from the plan that, the swale is gonna be constructed because there's a diagram for it, so. My guess is that the head wall at the front of the property is drained whatever's on the property now off the road. But, we'll see what the old plan says.
This is the file from when it was originally approved in 2005. This is the most recent approval in 2019. And this is the original subdivision.
Thank you.
Yeah, so 4 years ago.
map that was approved, Bob?
Yes.
Can I co-regional?
Sure. Yeah, so the garage is angled. But, let's see here. You know, all this over in here is exactly the way it was when it was originally approved. Well, same spot, driveways, basically in the same spot, except there's a little bit extra here. So, again, you're dealing with, this is your buildable area because there are two setbacks. Okay. Actually, this is closer to the wetlands than this plan has.
So the deck was got some.
Yeah. So,
Thank you for doing that.
yeah, no problem. That's a good question, actually, so. Yeah, to be honest with you, this is a little bit, what they're planning to do is, you know, a little bit further from the upland review area and still has all the same protections that that has. So, I'm kind of okay with it, but I'm open to anybody else's suggestions, yeah.
So, yeah, having seen the prior map and, it, you know, as I give it some thought, if I was a member of the commission, I might have had some other questions back then, so, but I don't believe it would be fair to reopen the whole thing for the changes that we see are proposed here. So in that case, you know, my points, I perhaps were academic about in my review of it all, and I don't have any objection to the proposal moving forward under the conditions we have just reviewed. So thank you, Bob. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Can we approve this, or do we have to delegate it to you, or what do we do on?
If you're gonna act on it tonight, you gotta delegate it to me.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was afraid of, but, well, not afraid of, but that's what I thought we'd have to do, so. I mean, it's a very minor modification in my mind of the existing permit. I think it's okay to delegate to Chris. I don't know, does everybody feel that way?
Yes.
Okay, then, do we have a motion to delegate the matter to Chris?
Also, make the motion
You have a
to
second?
delegate.
You have a second?
Yeah, I'll say.
Dave seconded,
Yep.
Jack moved, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstentions, okay, you're all set. What'll happen is, by delegating it to Chris, we don't have to make you wait till next month for it to come back to get it approved, then you could just deal with Chris, okay?
Okay, perfect.
All right, thank you.
Good luck. Thank you.
so much.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.
All right, Chris, there's a few other things I didn't know, you know, that Regional Water Authority letter from Marjorie, do we need to do anything about that, or?
I don't believe that you do. This was, when they, DOT reviewed, you had approved this.
Yeah,
And DOT reviewed it, and DOT wanted, I guess not unreasonably, to have a pull-off area
Mhm.
when they're gonna work on it.
okay,
Most of it's within the DOT setbacks. It is within your 100-foot thing, but I don't,
but everything is there
it's all
anyway, so,
flat. I
yeah.
don't think it's
Okay,
anything to
so
worry about.
nothing we need to worry about, okay. I just
So
didn't know
I
if we had.
told her I wasn't comfortable just saying that on my own, that I would bring it to the agency to have the agency look at it.
Mhm.
So,
Okay. It was on your, you know, in your desk here, you can take a look at it. Marjorie represents the Water Authority, and she actually was here on the initial application that we approved, and was just informing us of the changes that DOT required. So, any thoughts, any other?
I have no comment.
Okay, Jeff?
Do we have to do anything?
I guess, no.
Motion or
I don't
anything?
think so, because it's pretty much within the DOT right-of-way that they're doing. So it's,
And it's probably half done anyway, so.
no, I don't think
No,
they've
it's not?
started it yet.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I've been driving by saying, when the heck are you gonna do this? So,
Oh, okay.
You know, you might consider asking Marjorie to produce, if she could handwrite whatever proposed modifications, minor modifications she'd like to see to the existing inland wetland approval, and then we could I don't know, maybe give you the discretion to decide whether or not we need to modify the permit or not based upon what she says.
I have the
Yeah,
site
the
plans
plan,
here,
yeah.
if you wanna look at it.
We didn't have
I
enough
only had
plans.
2 copies, so.
Yeah, and so there was one enclosed with the letter.
Okay.
And, but they did most of the work there already, if I remember right, though. Didn't they do the work, most of the work last summer? Unless I'm thinking of a different place on the road.
Somebody
It could be
today.
working
There
their
was
way
a
out
whole
of the
bunch of
property.
workers there today.
Oh, really?
Upside down, that's right.
'Cause this is right by Brookside, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
This
Well, when we used to deal with fires, yes.
is
but not
the
anymore.
sewer pump station, not
Oh,
regional
not,
water.
oh, okay, all right, okay, sorry.
What's the change?
Yeah, I wrote regional water authority down in the notes. here.
It's the pull-off for the,
Periodic service. The proposed road commence with a curb cut asphalt apron.
You see the change on here?
I still don't know. That's because I'm stupid.
yeah, come on.
No, come on.
There's an
There's two things.
So
So
where
there's
should
an
we looking?
apron that shows.
Yeah.
That's where you come in, but what's this turnaround that they want? Where does it go? What is it?
the installation of a driveway with a turnaround for maintenance vehicles that will
Is this the,
periodically
Yeah.
service.
this is the driver that they want, but I don't know what it was.
It's not
Center
labeled.
I mean, all this.
Okay.
And there's a transformer pad too, which is a second
Right.
minor
Yeah,
change.
there's a couple things.
Yeah, this looks like it's the setback a little bit way over here, so. I'm reading this right, Chris, they're beyond the 100-foot setback limit, I mean, upland review area.
I don't have any
I
problem
don't have
with
any
this.
problem with this, yeah.
But if Marjorie wants something in writing, then, Chris, maybe confer with Bob and,
Yeah, she needs something, but,
It's more of an informational thing, so that
Okay.
if anybody said anything, we would know.
So is there a water authority pumping station there and?
No, the pump station for the water authority is down just past the Merritt Parkway crossover of Fountain Street.
Oh, okay,
There's
all
a
right.
small thing holding there. This is only for the sewer authority going up to Beecher.
Okay, all right, so, but this is what we approved,
Right.
a year or two ago,
Go,
whatever it
right.
was, yeah, okay. I was getting confused as to whether it was good water or bad water.
It's,
Okay,
it's gray water.
great water, yeah.
still bad water.
Yep. All right, so the other thing we have is the 2024 meeting schedule. I know there was some discussion
And one more thing.
Okay.
I handed out a map to you tonight.
on the fire
Of
department.
the fire department.
Yeah.
They've now added a staircase that's required because they have a second floor, to be able to have people safely get out from the second floor. So it's on the side where they were already gonna be filling the wetlands, which is why they're making the wetlands reclamation area. So you can see where the staircase is.
Got it.
This is on the side closest towards the field.
Mhm.
So it's already in an area that's, we know is gonna get filled, so I don't know that it's anything new, different.
Yeah. I wasn't even aware they were gonna rip up the old slab, but until I looked at this, but I probably just missed that. I thought they were just gonna add another
Yeah.
slab area to the existing slab, but. All right, I mean, I don't have, if code requires it, then,
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
but-
as I said, again, I was asked from upstairs whether or not this was something that was okay, and I said, we
yes.
have a meeting Wednesday night, I will
Okay.
bring it to the agency.
I don't have any objection to this.
Do we need to vote on it, or do we just?
No, it can
The
just
minutes
be
reflect
consensus,
that,
yeah, you've
consensus.
reviewed it, you're okay with it.
All right. Now, do we have to add this 2024 meeting schedule to the agenda, or can we just discuss it and say yes?
You can discuss it and say yes, if it's okay. Jean did have that one question in October.
October on the holiday, yeah.
Yeah.
But Josh said he doesn't go.
I don't go to the Sukkot services, maybe Jean does, I don't know.
I don't think she does.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
after the high holidays, you
You're
you
tired.
don't want them to be over, so you have some more.
All right, then we can leave the meeting that day. Is that
From my point of view, it's not a problem.
Anybody else have a problem with that?
No problem.
All right, then do we have a motion to approve the meeting schedule for 2024 as proposed?
So moved.
Steve moved,
Second.
Josh seconded, all in favor? Aye. Opposed, abstentions, all set on that. Chris, enforcement officer, what are we enforcing, anything?
I'm sticking with zoning right now. I'm not,
Yeah, that kept you busy, I thought.
yes, we won't go there.
Yeah,
And when you get to minutes, Jean was sweet enough. She did have some cataract surgery today, but she did stop in this morning because she did go through her minutes and she did find a few things and she was kind enough to give it to me. So if you want to make a motion when you get to minutes, her corrections of Jean, we have them.
yeah, well, I could find nothing, so I give her a lot of credit. And I actually tried.
Thanks for looking, yeah.
Does anybody have any other corrections other than Jean's?
No, she's very good at this.
Yeah, she's the editor.
I don't even encroach on her domain.
All right, then.
It was very sweet. She came in this morning and she said, I have hours until my surgery. I had to do something.
Yeah. All right. Do we have a motion to approve the minutes, subject to Jean's comments and corrections given to Chris this morning? Jack will,
David? David hasn't got.
I could second, let me
okay,
second.
David seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstentions. All right, that's done. Anything else, Chris, we need to talk about?
Nope. I don't know of anything coming, so
Oh.
that's why I wanted to get the, it dawned on me to get the meeting schedule on, because
Yeah.
maybe we won't meet. Nothing personal.
That'd be a Christmas present.
That
So.
would be a Christmas.
And Jack gave everybody the brochure he picked up at Khaki Wick, so if you
Stream side.
want to read it at some point,
It was just interesting that they were addressing it.
Yes, I've seen this publication. This is quite concise, and it contains one of David's new favorite words after that application where I might have said the word riparian buffer plenty of times for you. Well, you'll find it in here plenty of times too. If you're having trouble getting to sleep, you can learn more about riparian buffers.
Sounds good, I appreciate it.
and we appreciate Jack going, and he can enlighten us whenever we go astray on a wetlands issue. So.
There you go.
Anybody else have anything else to talk about? Chris, you have anything else?
Nope.
No. All right, then, do we have a motion to adjourn at 8 o'clock?
I'll move to adjourn.
Steve moves, we have a second.
I'll second.
Jack seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstentions? We're done. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
8 o'clock.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yeah, all right.
There's nothing coming up.
I don't know of anything coming, so.